Hello friends, before we start our video today, I am going to tell you an interesting anecdote. Margaret Mead was a famous anthropologist, and once she came across a remains of a fractured leg bone. This was 15,000-year-old bone. Looking at this bone, which was 15,000 years old, which had a fracture of the femur but it had healed, Margaret Mead remarked that this is the first evidence of human civilization. Now, why did she say that? Because in those days, fracture of a leg bone would mean certain death. Not because fracture could not heal, but because before fracture could heal, this person or this animal would be eaten by the predators, because he will be immobilized. There will be nobody to protect him. But healed fractured bone suggested that this person was given food, he was protected against the predators, and somebody cared for him. That, Margaret Mead says, was the first evidence of human civilization. Today the situation is not that bad. Fractures of the leg bones do not mean certain death, but in elderly population, they do involve lot of morbidity and significant mortality. Falls in elderly people is a big problem, and today we are going to see how not to fall. I am Dr. Prasad Honap, and you are watching Let's Talk About Wellness. What are the causes of falls in elderly people? We can divide causes mainly into two types: accidental falls and spontaneous falls. Now, accidental falls is actually a misnomer, because most of the accidents are actually avoidable. For example, tripping over a wire, or falling because of uneven surface, or misjudging the step, or falling on a slippery bathroom surface. These are all accidents, but as we will see, these are all avoidable. The spontaneous falls come unnoticed, unannounced. And what are the causes of spontaneous falls? Advanced age by itself can lead to a spontaneous fall due to sudden fluctuations in blood pressure or heart rate. People who have diabetes for many years suffer from what is known as diabetic neuropathy. Here, not only the nerves of the legs are affected, leading to numbness or loss of sensations, that's why loss of balance, but even nerves which supply heart and blood vessels are also affected, which can lead to wide fluctuations in blood pressure and heart rate. This can be cause of a fall. Another reason for fall in elderly people is conditions like Parkinsonism. In Parkinsonism, there is not only muscle rigidity, but movements have become slow, and these people tend to fall more often. One more reason for falls is dementia. Advanced dementia, either because of Alzheimer's or because of what is known as multi-infarct dementia. These people find it difficult to maintain balance. Many times there can be a cardiovascular syncope which can lead to sudden falling, unconscious for a moment or two. Syncopes can also be a cause of fall in elderly people. And last but not the least, many elderly people are suffering from diabetes, blood pressure, heart disease, Parkinsonism, etc., and are getting a whole lot of drugs, and many of these drugs themselves can lead to dizziness or giddiness, another cause of a fall in elderly people. Now let me tell you how not to fall. There are many tips that will tell you how you can avoid accidental as well as spontaneous falls. If you are feeling giddy or dizzy, visit your doctor and ask him if any of the drugs he has prescribed can cause dizziness or giddiness. and if he can give alternative drugs. If your doctor has prescribed eyeglasses and hearing aids, please wear them when you go out. Install grab bars in bathrooms, toilets and passages. See to it that the floor tiles are skid proof. Always ensure that each and every room is adequately illuminated. Have clutter-free floors, no folded carpets, no cords, no wires, no stools and tables coming in the way. When getting up from the bed, please turn to one side and slowly get up. Sit still for a minute, then stand up with your feet apart and then start walking. Don't feel embarrassed or shy if you have to use a walking cane. Keep yourself active. Walk, do exercises. Even if at home, you can do exercises sitting in the chair. You don't even have to get up from the chair. But do some exercise, some physical activity every day. Challenge your brain, exercise your brain by playing mind games such as bridge, chess, solve crosswords or Sudoku. These will help you to improve your memory. Control your blood sugars and blood pressures by following your doctor's advice meticulously. So friends, avoid falls and lead a happy life. Thank you very much.